It is no small thing to operate a successful business for 5 years, 10 years, much less 20 years, but we're celebrating a little bit this morning because Richmond Blackwell is on the show with us. He has Blackwell Automotive. He's been a longtime friend of the shows, and so we say happy anniversary to you.
Well, thank you so much.
20 years this year.
Yeah, it's hard for us to believe. We didn't know if we'd make it past the first 5, so.
Well, you did. I think part of the reason you did, Richmond, is you very smartly, in my opinion, came out right away kind of hyper-focusing on what you do well. So at Blackwell Automotive, you specialize in Toyota,
Nissan, and Lexus, and Infiniti, which Toyota and Lexus are all by the same manufacturer, and Infiniti and Nissan are all by the same. So all of the diagnostic equipment, specialty tools, if you can want to work on one, you can work on the other.
So anybody who's ever had a Toyota, for sure I know, will be probably a repeat customer, Toyota and Lexus, because they're known for having that longevity.
They are.
But the cars are still going to have issues. They're going to get older. But then you're the doctor that always fixes them right up.
Yeah, we do our best. That we primarily stick with what we know, which are Toyota and Nissan products.
There's a sticker shock, at least there is for me. Maybe I just live in a hole in the wall someplace, but to go look at a car lot these days at the price of a brand new car, it's expensive. So a lot of people, you said, are really choosing to hold on to the good quality car they have and maintain it.
Yeah, what used to be a really expensive repair, now people are opting to make that repair instead of going and spending $30,000 or $40,000 to replace their car. And two, sometimes the car is too far gone, but that's what we try to evaluate and look the whole car over and let the customer know, is it worth putting money in, or is it just going to be a continual, you know, $2,000 or $3,000 every time they come in? Because you do reach a point where it's not worth repairing.
Sure. So honesty is a big part of it for you. You want to be honest with your customer.
Yeah,
so, you know, we're about to head, college kids are about to head off to campus in a few weeks, and parents are going to be letting go.
Yeah.
So do you at Blackwell only do tune-ups for those same models of cars, or can you do a tune-up for a Chevrolet?
We can do some things. It kind of depends on what it is. If it's general maintenance, we can do it on most cars.
Okay.
And a few things that are good to check before you go off to college or send your kid off to college is make sure that they have a spare tire that's got air in it, and then make sure that it's got the necessary tools. A lot of the cars now will have a locking lug nut that comes with a special tool that you have to use to get the wheel off. And so if you've never had to take the wheel off, you may not know that it may not be in your car.
Yeah, that happened to one of my daughters once, and we had no idea.
Exactly. So it's good to just check all of that stuff out before they go. Maybe even take a Saturday and teach them, you know, worst case scenario, this is how you change the tire on the car.
Good luck with that one. What about oil changes? Do you really need to do it every 3,000 miles, or do you look at the car manual?
You usually go by what the manufacturer says. A lot of them are going 10 to 15,000 miles now.
Really?
We still recommend going 5,000 just because it's cheap insurance, and you get your car looked at every 5,000 miles regardless. So if another problem develops, you're not going a long span where the problem deteriorates, gets worse before somebody takes a look at it. So, but the key thing is to go by what the manufacturer recommends or earlier.
Tire pressure important?
It is, and a lot of people will ignore the little light comes on because it's annoying, especially the cars with lower profile tires. The light will come on just in a small variation in outside temperature. And so people get used to just seeing that light on and they don't pay attention, and which is what I did with my wife's car, and she drove on it 3 weeks and found that she had a nail in it. So it's always good to check on that light, make sure that your tires have the right pressure in them, and don't just ignore the light indefinitely, because there could actually be a problem with it.
I know you have, when you come to Blackwell Automotive to have your car serviced, it's kind of like going to a boutique or something. I mean, he's got it set up to be an art gallery, and it's very comfortable there to sit and wait. Do you have anything special you're doing for your 20th anniversary?
Not yet. We're talking about it, but we don't have anything set other than printing some t-shirts and doing a few little giveaways and things like that. But
it won't be long before your windows are decorated for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you're already getting the plans.
We are. 1st of September, we're getting them painted for fall, and then we'll change it out around right after Halloween for Christmas. And so we've already got our candles, their fall candles out, so it's starting to smell like fall. So we're super excited about that. And September the 20th is our actual 20-year anniversary. So we're ramping up for that too. So,
well, happy anniversary. Thanks for being a friend of ours here.
well, thank you so much for having us here.
Here's where you will find him. It's Blackwell Automotive over at the Eastgate Loop. I promise